Hello my friends, welcome to Daisy Opals. My name is Nick, and for those of you who are new, I'm going to reintroduce myself. Yeah, my name is Nick. About 2 years ago, I became addicted to hard opal, and I started this quest to learn everything and anything I could about this mineraloid, and to acquire lots of it for staring purposes. About a year ago, I decided to start this YouTube channel to track my discovery and my opal adventures. My goal with this channel is to show people my mistakes and my successes so that you guys can learn from it. And I also want people to realize that cutting opal is something that anyone can do and anyone can get into. I also want this channel to help advertise the stones that I cut so I can sell the stones and then buy more stones to cut so that I can sell those and get more stones to cut, and so on and so on. Mostly though, I just want to make relaxing and fun videos for people like me who love to stare at opal. So go sit back, grab some Vegemite, hold on to your wallets, and get ready for this. This week's video is about my trip to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. This is one of the most iconic gem shows that exists, and people come from all over the world to see it. For me, it was about a 7-hour drive from Los Angeles to Tucson. I had a lot of time to think about opal, drink tons of coffee, and practice my singing. Here we go! Here we go! Never been to Arizona before, and the land was alien to me and pretty damn geological too. We get it. You used to be a volcano. Maybe they were volcanic plugs, maybe they were lava domes, cinder cones, I don't know. This is an opal channel. I highly doubt there was any opal in these structures, but as I said, they were pretty damn geological for sure. The Tucson Gem Show is not necessarily one location. It's like a bunch of gem shows occurring everywhere around the city. The main event was at the convention center, so we went straight there. Immediately, my eyes were assaulted with incredible gems and minerals that I couldn't afford. Tourmaline kept catching my eye, as did a bunch of fluorite. I'd never heard of rhodochrosite before, but it has this deep, rich red, and it was just incredible. I saw some incredible multicolor ametrine, and I really hope to get some of that in the future. This ametrine had a soldier carved inside of it, or behind it. I don't really know what to make of that, but the work was beautiful. Whatever this is, whatever that is, this was cool. This was very geological. Anyways, there was a lot of amazing crafts too, and these wooden bowls stuck out to me. They were inlaid with various types of stone. This one had opal embedded in it. I asked the guy how much it cost, hoping to buy it. He said somewhere between 10 and 20,000. I pretended to think about it, knowing there was no way in hell, and walked away. I'm glad I didn't have that money because I definitely would have bought it. We hadn't really seen any dedicated opal booths yet, just awesome specimens like these ones that are mixed in with other minerals. While I was searching for the bathroom, my eyes suddenly locked on a very famous opal that I had seen on Instagram. It turned out to be Broken River Mining's booth, and for the last half hour of the show that day, I hung out there, and they put on a full opal show, taking out any pieces I wanted to see. here I am being told the whole process of them finding and cracking open a boulder opal.
You want to be able to see the flashes of color from the sun in the rock. That's your clue that you may have a good boulder. So, when you do that, and you tell the guy that's running the heavy equipment, this is the boulder I want to take a look at, and they pull it down. So it hits the ground, and it's bigger around than I am. It's huge. It's this big. So then he takes the bucket truck. She inspects it around, find a good spot, says, okay, right here. You take the bucket, press down on the sandstone, crack it open, you crack open the boulder. Now you've got pieces that you can look inside. And I remember I saw this in the sun. What have I got there? You have your trusty hammer, you give it a whack, and yes, you have opal.
It's really nice. I told them I was looking for rough, and they recommended talking to Ash at another convention the following day. So, me and my friend drove up into Mount Lemmon just north of Tucson, and we slept in our cars. I actually just designed a sleeping platform that would allow me to lay flat in my Subaru. The Arizona sky was gorgeous at night, and we got to see a bunch of stars. The next day we woke up, went down to the city, and went into the Keno Sports Center to find Ash and get some of this crazy high-grade gem opal from Broken River Mining. Ash was a tall Australian guy who was easy to find. His booth was amazing, and after checking everything out and hearing some awesome stories about his mine, I chose my parcel and said goodbye. At that point, it was Saturday evening, and me and my friend transitioned into a full-on climbing trip on Mount Lemmon. With all the driving back and forth from the mountains to the city, from Los Angeles to Arizona, we were exhausted by Sunday and still had a ton of driving to do, so we called it quits. Next year when I go, I'm not going to focus on the convention center at all. I'm still going to get tickets in case any amazing specimens show up, but most of my focus is going to be going to the surrounding areas, the hotels, 22nd Street, etc. Anyways, I drove all the way home. I got home, I picked up the dog, I unpacked, sat down to look at my purchase, and I made sure to film it for you guys, so here we go. Let me get this onto a plate for you guys. Okay, and here we have it. I'll start right off with this big beautiful piece right here. This was the first thing that attracted me to this parcel because it's basically a specimen. It's pretty uneven and crazy, and I'm not too experienced with boulder opal, so I will probably just polish it up and leave it as a specimen. And I think it's really cool how it looks like a wedge that's kind of cutting through the ironstone that encases it. It just looks like this random wedge of opal. And of course it has every color in the rainbow. Little bit of reds, a lot of fiery orange, greens. Yeah, pretty amazing. Then I think my second favorite piece has got to be this one right here. Just an incredible face. All the colors you could ever want. Yeah, nice little amount of color there you can see extending up. So it's got some depth too in some areas. But this right here, this part just looks like incredible black opal or something. So I'm really, really excited to have this piece. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff just yet. I'm definitely not just going to jump in and start cutting it because it's a kind of high grade. Just ridiculous flashes. I'm definitely going to practice first. And Frank from Opaholics R Us was nice enough to send me some mid-grade boulder opal that I can kind of warm up on before I jump into something like this. This will be next week's video, is working with some of this material. It's just as beautiful as the other material. It's a little bit more manageable and forgiving if I mess up. So I'll see you guys next week where we're actually going to cut some opal. I hope you enjoyed that little bit about the trip. New folks, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much.